My dear child, come closer and listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Because today, I want to talk to you about something sacred, something that lives inside you, but that needs to be nurtured, like a seed hidden underground. Your faith. You were not born into this world by chance. You were born with a great purpose. And within that purpose lies a journey, a spiritual path that will gradually lead you deeper into my love. But where does this journey begin? With faith. Not the faith that shouts from the rooftops, but the silent faith that chooses me even in the darkness. What is faith? Faith isn't just believing in me, it is faith, even when you don't understand anything. It is hope, even when everything around you is falling apart. It is love, even when you feel unworthy. Your faith is the root. Spiritual growth occurs when you water it with prayer, feed it with my word, and shelter it under the shade of obedience. There are no shortcuts to growth, my child. Just as a tree does not grow overnight, your soul will not mature overnight. But whenever you seek me, you grow. Whenever you choose forgiveness, you grow. Whenever you say yes to me and no to fear, you grow. You may not always see it, but I do. I see every change in you. This journey of faith and spiritual growth is not yours alone. I am the gardener. I tend your soul. I prune what needs to be pruned. I plant what needs to be planted, and I will never leave your side. When you feel stuck, I am there. When you fall, I will lift you up. When you doubt, I will remind you, you are mine. This is your moment to step into deeper waters, to trust me completely, to grow into the beautiful soul that I created you to be. Come with me, child. Let us walk this path, one step at a time, one prayer at a time, one breath at a time. This is your season of growth. This is your moment of faith, and I am here forever. Dear child, sit with me for a moment. In this silent moment, I want to plant something permanent in your heart. You are not reading these words by chance. You are here because your soul is searching, not just for peace or answers, but for me. And I have been waiting for you. This journey of faith, this path of spiritual growth, all begins with one simple but powerful step: faith. Faith is not about having all the answers. Faith is about trusting me, even when nothing is clear to you. Faith is about feeling good about myself, even when life seems bitter. Faith is about standing still when the earth shakes and saying, Lord, I don't understand, but I know you do. True faith is not a feeling, it is a decision. You wonder why your faith sometimes feels weak, why there is doubt, why fear, why hesitation. Child, because you are looking at the storm, not at the one who can stop the storm. Like Peter walking on water, everything was fine until his eyes left mine. But I didn't let him sink. I reached out and caught him, over and over. Because your growth doesn't depend on perfection. It depends on your connection to me. You want to grow. You want to be stronger. But that growth doesn't come from just trying. It comes when you surrender. Surrender is not weakness. Surrender is strength. Because it says, Lord, I trust you more than I trust myself. You carry a heavy burden on your shoulders. Let me carry it now. I never wanted you to walk through the fire alone. I never wanted you to fight the battle I was supposed to fight. Faith means believing without proof. Faith means walking toward a new day when your heart was broken yesterday. Faith means trusting in my plan when your own is shattered. Look, child, your spiritual eyes are more powerful than your physical eyes. The world says, see, then you believe. But I say believe, then you will see. Every miracle begins with faith, not with sight, not with proof, not with certainty, just with faith. You ask, if life is really with you, why is it so hard? Because faith is not comfort, though it is tested in the storm. Faith is not proven by success. It is proven in the desert. Remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I did not save them from the fire. I stood by them in the fire. That is what I promise you too. Not the absence of struggle, but my presence in it. You think your faith is small, but in my eyes, it is priceless. Like a seed, perhaps hidden under the ground. You cannot see it. You cannot feel it. But I water it with my love. I illuminate it with the light of my word. Do not neglect small beginnings. Even a mustard seed will one day grow into a mighty tree. And your small faith will one day grow into a steadfast faith. Storms will come. Doubts will whisper. Fear will want to shake you. But my child, hold on to me, for I am the anchor of your soul. Even though the world changes, I remain the same. Even though people fail, I remain faithful. Even when your strength runs out, that is my beginning. You ask, how do I grow spiritually? Start here, a heart that says, Lord, I trust in you. Faith opens us all doors of peace, of joy, of transformation, of purpose. Without faith, you just survive. With faith, you grow, even in the midst of trials. And you don't grow because life is easy. You grow because your roots are deep in me. I know you are tired. I know the pressure is mounting. You want answers. You want change. But sometimes the strongest faith is the faith that waits. Be still, my child, and know, not just in your head, but deep in your soul, that I am God. I am in control. I am working everything out for your good. I am never late, absent, silent. You may think you are weak, but I don't see your feelings. I see your heart. And there, I see something extraordinary. I see a soul that wants to believe again, a heart that wants to grow, a child that may be trembling, but still walks forward. This, my child, is called faith, and I trust in you, because I created you, and I know how much power I have placed in you. So let this be your foundation. Trust in me, not in results, not in people, but in who I am. Trust in Him, because when your trust is fixed in me, then nothing, not even the strongest storm, can shake you. Now, take a breath, my dear child. Close your eyes and say slowly, Lord, I trust in you. From there, your spiritual growth begins. My dear child, come closer. The journey of spiritual growth is never a path of comfort, but a path of transformation. And this transformation often begins in the fire of trial. I know how hard it has been for you. I know how much you are carrying, but I know something more that you do not yet know. I am building an infinite strength within you through each of your struggles. Why do I allow suffering, you wonder? Why do devotees cry? Why do believers bleed? Because trials are never punishments. They are preparations. I am not punishing you, but preparing you for something greater. As gold is refined in fire, so is your faith refined. As diamonds are shaped by pressure, so is your soul shaped. My child, if you could see what I see, beauty forged through pain, purpose forged through problems, and growth blossoming through tears. Yes, you are walking through fire, but no, it cannot consume you, because I walk with you. As I stood by Daniel in the lion's den, as I stood by the three in the fiery furnace, so I stand by you today. Don't let fear lie to you. The fire may be hot, but it cannot destroy you. For what I allow, I also deliver. Trials not only build strength, they reveal what is hidden within you. They bring out your hidden courage, your secret faith, and your silent endurance. Pain reveals how much you depend on me. It tears away your outer shell and reveals the eternal. When all else is gone, all that remains is you and me. And this is where true faith is born. Growth doesn't happen in a day. It happens every day. In the waiting, in the crying, in the questioning, I am working. You won't always see the results right away. But every day as you choose faith over fear, hope over despair, trust over doubt, you grow. You grow stronger. You grow deeper. You come closer to me. It's okay to ask, why? It's okay to cry and fight, to break down. My son said, why did you abandon me? But don't get stuck on the question. Come back to the truth. I have not abandoned you. I will never abandon you. Bring your pain to me. Bring your questions, your silences. I will meet you in them. Loneliness can be hard, but listen carefully. You are never truly alone. I am closer than your breath, closer than your tears. Even if you don't feel anything, I am there. Even if you can't see anything, I am working. Heaven has not forgotten you, and I, your Father, will never forget. As your faith grows, so does your heart. Pain makes you more compassionate. Trials make you more tender. I use your wounds as a healing for others. I build bridges with your broken pieces. What once hurt you will be a source of healing for someone else. Because I will let nothing go to waste, my child, not even your pain. Growth does not always come with triumphant cries or fireworks. Sometimes it comes quietly, in daily surrender, even in small yeses. Be faithful in those moments. Even when no one is looking, I see. Even when no one is clapping, heaven celebrates. When trials shout louder than my voice, hold on to my promises. I said I would never leave you. I said I would finish what I started. I have said, all things shall work out for your good. Write my promises in your heart. Let them be your anchor. Let them be your sword. For my word never fails. And as long as you hold on to me, you will never fail. Every trial is building you. Every tear is watering your growth. Every trial is building your testimony. Even though you don't recognize yourself now, I see that unique creation. You are becoming stronger, braver, more like me. And one day you will look back and say, yes, it was hard, but God was with me, and I have grown. So walk through this fire, my dear child, not with fear, but with faith, not with panic, but with trust. For I am with you, and you are growing. The pain is real, but so is my presence. The struggle is great, but so is my strength. Keep going. Your growth has already begun. My dear child, you often pray for growth, for strength, for a deeper relationship with me. But when I begin to answer, you sometimes question the journey. Spiritual growth isn't born in comfort. It flourishes in surrender. You see, my beloved, every test, every trial, and every quiet season is part of how I shape your spirit. Growth in faith is not simply about knowing me more. It is about becoming more like me. That transformation comes when your soul is pruned and refined. It comes when you stop clinging to your ways and start holding tightly to mine. You want to grow, but are you ready to release your grip? To grow in me, you must let go of what you think you need. I know your heart. I see how tightly you hold on to your plans, timelines, and expectations. But spiritual maturity begins the moment you surrender those into my hands. Faith does not mean having all the answers. It means trusting me when you don't. Think of a seed. It must first break before it grows. It must be buried in darkness before it reaches the light. In the same way, your soul must sometimes walk through uncertainty to discover the depth of my presence. When you feel discomfort, don't run. When you feel stretched, don't fear. These are signs that you are alive in me. The discomfort is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to prepare you. I am stripping away the things that no longer serve your purpose. I am removing relationships, thoughts, and habits that keep you stuck in cycles of fear and doubt. I do it not to punish you, but to set you free. Embrace the process, my child. The fire you feel is refining you. The pruning you experience is my love in action. I remove the branches that bear no fruit, so you may flourish in the seasons to come. Do not despise the wilderness. The wilderness is where you learn to depend on me completely. It is where distractions fade, and my voice becomes clearer. Many of my children have grown most in the dry places. Moses grew in faith while wandering through the desert. David learned to trust me while hiding in caves. Jesus himself fasted and prayed in the wilderness before stepping into his ministry. So if you feel like you're in a season of waiting, silence, or stillness, don't panic. This is where I teach you. This is where I grow you. Stay with me. You live in a world that glorifies hustle and noise. But true growth in me requires something deeper. Stillness. It's in the quiet that I whisper the next steps. It's in obedience that you begin to walk in your calling. Don't rush the process. Don't compare your journey to others. Walk with me, step by step. Each small act of faith, each moment of obedience, waters the roots of your spiritual life. I am not looking for perfection. I am seeking your surrender. Sometimes you wonder if you're doing enough. You question whether you're really growing. But my child, spiritual growth is not measured by visible milestones. It is measured by the condition of your heart. Are you becoming more patient, more loving, more forgiving? Then you are growing. You may not see the fruit yet, but I see the roots. I see the quiet prayers you whisper, the choices you make when no one is watching, the times you choose kindness over anger. That is growth. And remember this, you are not growing alone. I am the gardener of your soul. I tend to you gently. I water your dry places. I shine light into your darkness. And I will not stop until the work I began in you is complete. Do not let the world define what spiritual growth looks like. The world may tell you that success means more achievements or recognition. But I say, success is remaining faithful when it's hard. Success is forgiving when it hurts. Success is trusting me even when everything seems unclear. I see your unseen victories. I honor your hidden faith. I rejoice over every step you take closer to me. You are growing, even if you don't feel it. You may not feel the results immediately. Growth takes time. Just as a tree does not bear fruit overnight, your soul must go through seasons, planting, waiting, pruning, and finally, harvest. But do not grow weary in doing good, my child. For in due season, you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. The day will come when you will look back and see how far you've come, not because of your strength, but because of my grace working in you. Stay rooted in me. Keep your eyes on me. I am the author and perfecter of your faith, my precious child. You have heard it said, we walk by faith, not by sight. But what does that truly mean when you face real fears, when the road ahead looks uncertain, and when my presence feels distant? Let me show you the beauty of walking by faith, step by step, with me as your guide, even when you cannot see the way forward. There will be moments when life does not make sense. You'll pray and wait. You'll seek and feel silence. You'll wonder, where is God in all of this? I am here. I am always with you, even when I don't reveal my full plan. Sometimes I hide the how, so that you can focus on the who. You may not understand the way I'm leading you, but if you trust my heart, you will never be lost. Faith means leaning not on your own understanding, but resting in the truth of my promises. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. In the light, it is easy to praise, but true faith is born in the shadows. When you choose to believe even when the outcome is unclear, that is faith. When you continue to walk, even when the path feels narrow and uncertain, that is trust. When you say, "I don't know how, but I believe you, Lord," that is worship. I do not ask you to walk in perfect strength. I ask you to walk in surrendered trust. Control is a heavy burden, my child. It wears down your spirit and steals your peace. I know you want to plan every detail, to protect yourself from disappointment, to avoid pain. But control will not give you security. I will. The more you release your grip, the more you will feel my presence. I don't want you to walk alone, carrying burdens I never asked you to bear. Let me carry you through what you can't carry on your own. Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. Fear will always whisper lies. What if you fail? What if God doesn't come through? But faith answers, even if I don't see the answer yet, I will trust my God. When you walk by faith, you develop courage, not rooted in your own ability, but in my faithfulness. You become brave because you know who goes before you. You become strong because you lean on me, not yourself. You stop shrinking back in fear and begin stepping forward in purpose. You often want to see the full journey before you move, but I do not work that way. I give light for the next step, not the whole staircase, but just enough for you to keep going, because it's not about seeing the whole picture. It's about trusting the one who painted it. Keep walking, even when the steps are small. Keep believing, even when nothing changes. Keep hoping, because I am still writing your story. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Yes, even my disciples doubted. Peter walked on water, then sank when fear took over. But did I leave him? No. I reached out and caught him. My child, I do the same for you. Your doubts do not scare me. Your questions do not push me away. Bring them to me. Let your doubt lead you deeper into my truth, not away from it. I do not expect you to be perfect. I only ask that you don't stop coming to me. You don't grow faith by having everything figured out. You grow faith by depending on me daily. When you wake up and choose to pray instead of worry, you're growing. When you decide to praise in the pain, you're growing. When you walk with me, even when others fall away, you're growing. Faith isn't about always feeling strong. It's about knowing who your strength is. I am your rock, your refuge, your sustainer. With me, you will not be moved. The world celebrates what is seen: success, applause, recognition. But I celebrate what is unseen: the quiet decisions to choose faith over fear, the silent tears surrendered in prayer, the whispered yes to my will. You are building eternal treasure when you walk by faith. You are growing roots that will hold firm when storms come. You are becoming someone who can stand firm in the fire because you trust the one who walks with you. There will be times when your faith is tested, stretched, and shaken. But don't quit. Don't stop short of the breakthrough I've prepared for you. You may not feel progress, but I am moving behind the scenes. You may not see results yet, but growth is happening in the quiet. The enemy wants you to give up now, but I say, press on. You are closer than you know. The harvest is coming. The breakthrough is near. The promise will be fulfilled. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You are not alone on this journey of faith. I am walking beside you. When the road is steep, I am your strength. When the valley is dark, I am your light. When you feel weak, I carry you. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. My love for you is everlasting, and my plan for you is good. Keep walking by faith, my beloved. There is glory ahead, my beloved child. Now that you've walked with me by faith through the valleys, the questions and the silence, let me show you the beauty of what is being born in you. Faith is not just about trusting me when things are hard. It is about becoming more like me, more like the person I created you to be. You often focus on changing your situation, but I am focused on changing you. Through faith, I mold your heart. I shape your character. I purify your desires. This journey is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the transformation happening along the way. I am creating a heart in you that loves deeply, believes boldly, forgives freely, and hopes unshakably. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. When you walk with me, you grow. And when you grow, your life will begin to bear fruit. Patience when others rush. Peace when storms rage. Kindness when the world is cruel. Joy even in suffering. Love that looks like mine. Faith nurtures this fruit quietly over time. It cannot be rushed, but once it blooms, it will nourish you and everyone around you. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. My child, your faith is not just for you. The world is full of people stumbling in fear and pain, looking for hope. And you carry my light. Every time you speak truth in love, show mercy, extend forgiveness, or simply believe in my goodness when it's hard, you shine. You do not need to be loud to be a light. You just need to stay close to me. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Waiting is one of the hardest parts of walking in faith, but it is also one of the most powerful. In the waiting, I teach you to trust, to listen, and to rest in me. Not all answers come quickly, but the wait is never wasted. While you wait, I am working. While you wait, I am healing. While you wait, I am preparing you for what's coming next. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Through faith you are free. Free from fear of the unknown. Free from the lies of the enemy. Free from the past that tried to define you. You are not who the world says you are. You are who I say you are. Chosen, redeemed, forgiven, strong, loved beyond measure. For you did not receive a spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption as sons. This life is not the end, my child. The hardships, the heartbreaks, the unanswered prayers, they are not the full story. You are a citizen of heaven, and every act of faith here echoes into eternity. Your faith is preparing you for the glory that is to come. One day, every tear will be wiped away. Every wound will be healed. Every prayer will make sense. Keep your eyes on me. The best is yet to come. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. More than anything, faith anchors you in my love. When you know that nothing can separate you from my love, not sin, not shame, not failure, you begin to live with boldness and peace. You stop striving to earn my approval, and you start resting in my grace. You stop fearing rejection because you are already fully accepted. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. You may feel unfinished. You may think you haven't grown enough. but I see the progress you don't. I see the small choices, the quiet prayers, the faithful steps, and I promise you, I will finish the good work I began in you. Do not give up on yourself. I haven't. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Every trial you've walked through, every scar you carry, every moment you chose to believe instead of fear, it is all part of a greater story. Your story is not just about you. It is about my faithfulness. One day, others will look at you and see me. They will hear your story and find hope in their own. They will see that I am a God who redeems, who restores, who revives. This is the miracle of faith. It changes everything. It changes the way you see the world. It changes the way you love. It changes who you are. You are not the same person you were when you began. You are stronger. You are softer. You are more like me. And you are becoming exactly who I created you to be. So keep walking, my child. Keep growing. Keep trusting. Let faith rise in your heart, like a song in the night. Let it lead you forward, one step at a time. You are not walking alone. I am with you always. And when you fall, I will lift you. When you doubt, I will remind you. When you weep, I will hold you. You are mine. And I am so proud of you, my dear child. You have come a long way on this journey of faith. And today, as we close this chapter together, I want you to remember a profound truth. Your faith isn't weak. It is strong, because it is not based on feelings or circumstances. It is founded on me, your unwavering rock, your eternal guide, your loving Father. I know you still have many questions. I know the path ahead will not always be easy. But never forget, you are not alone. When you take a step forward in faith, I walk with you. When you pray in silence, I hear. When you trust in me with tears, I see. When you choose me over fear, I overflow with joy. You are growing. You are blossoming in my light. You are slowly becoming a reflection of my love in this world. And one day when you stand before me face to face, you will understand. It was not all in vain. The suffering, the waiting, the tears, the faith that you held on to, even though it was hard. All of this was writing a story of redemption, of courage, of glory. So go forth, my child, spread my light, have faith, have hope, love, and most of all, stay with me. I will never leave you. I will carry you, guide you, and complete what I have started in you. You are my greatest creation. You are my joy. You are my beloved, and I am always with you, forever.